Guys, we're going to the premiere of Michael.
This will be nominated for an Oscar.
You see a familiar face? Hello everyone, and welcome back to this week's episode. I'm sure many of you are aware that the Michael Jackson biopic, Michael, was recently released. I haven't been able to talk about it for 2 years because NDAs are important. But I worked on the movie. So I was part of the Victory Tour concert scenes near the end of the movie with concerts like Human Nature and Workin' Day and Night. And I haven't been able to talk about anything that I witnessed on set for 2 years. And now that the movie is officially released, I finally can. So in this episode, we're gonna talk more about the behind the scenes point of view as an actor who worked on that set and my experience filming and being part of that now very iconic Human Nature scene, seeing myself in the final trailer when it dropped, going to the Los Angeles premiere of Michael, and also seeing MJ the Musical again at the Pantages. This is gonna be a Michael Jackson filled episode, so get ready, here we go. In the spirit of Michael and him being a huge Disney fan, just like me, I am wearing my Mickey Mouse shirt, which Jafar Jackson does wear in the movie. All right, so to start off this sit and chat portion of the episode, we're going back to 2024 when I booked this. And to help visualize it, I'm going to draw it out for you. If you're new here, I'm not only an actor, but I am also an animator and voice actor, so I tend to do this kind of stuff a lot. Also, fun fact, Michael was an artist. Like, he was so great at drawing. I feel like a lot of people don't know that. Like, look at these sketches. He's just an all-around talented, creative person, and I just love that about him. All right, moving on. Okay, so let's start off with my fitting. I had my fitting for this movie sometime in January 2024, and a fitting is an appointment made with the costume or wardrobe department days before the shoot, so they can plan what you'll be wearing and test and see what looks best on you and the character you'll be playing. Now, the costumes in the movie were crucial because it takes place in the 60s and goes up to the 80s, and I was placed in the 80s, which I was so excited about because I am a huge 80s junkie. I didn't grow up in that time, nor was I born during that time, but I love the music, movies, and fashion from that time so much. And if you know me, you get it. My parents grew up in that time, and they raised us with everything 80s, hence why I'm a Michael Jackson fan. So the costume I got fitted in originally was for a completely different scene in the movie that got changed last minute. So when I got to set on that first day and they were looking for my costume, they told me that they wouldn't be doing that scene anymore and that they would need to dress me in something completely different. And little did I know, it was for Human Nature. Also, I have to say, everyone on that set was so kind and so helpful. This was my very first acting job, and for it being my very first time working on a huge project like this, they treated me very nicely, especially when it came to things changing last minute. They were always so helpful and made sure that we were good to go. So she gave me this vintage vest that was authentically from the 80s, and she also told me to be super careful with it because it was from like an archive. And I also wore these fun disco ball pants with giant aviator glasses and gold hoops. I basically looked like this. Funny enough, the vest that they gave me was also almost exactly like Marlon's costume right after the Pepsi incident, and they're all in the hospital. Mine was just a sleeveless version, and I just wore like a shirt underneath it. And then once I got dressed, they sent me over to hair and makeup. And during all this, they were blasting Michael Jackson music, which was really nice, especially for it being super early in the morning. It just created such a nice vibe and helped get the energy up. They amped up my makeup to make it more 80s with the bright colors. Like, I was wearing a bright red lipstick, and I never really wear that. So that was super fun. Exhibit A. And then they teased my hair and put it in a high ponytail. I basically looked like my mom in the 80s, and I loved it. And so did a lot of the crew. Like, a really cool memory that I have is that whenever I would be walking on the lot to get to the bathroom or the soundstage, people would stop and tell me that I was so lucky because they gave me the coolest costume. And a lot of actors were dressed in casual 80s clothes, so I felt like a fish out of water, but like in the best way possible. They dressed me like a huge MJ fan, which I already am, but And once I was ready, they took my picture to send it and get it approved to make sure it was accurate. And during all this, they told me that they wanted me to be featured. And so when heading to set, they placed me right in front of Jafar Jackson and told the cameraman to focus on me as well as another handful of actors for the concert B-roll shots. And guys, I cannot explain what I felt when I watched Jafar Jackson perform Human Nature front row, like less than 10 feet away from me. That particular scene has gone viral online, and so many people are expressing how emotional and magical they felt while watching it in theaters. And I can tell you 100% that's what I felt while seeing it in person. Like even more magical because it's happening like right in front of me. I never got the chance to go to an MJ concert, you know, because I was like still super young, and I felt like this was redeeming that now that I'm older. I can now say that I went to a Michael Jackson concert, technically. And I remember this so vividly, but the moment that the light shot out from behind the Jackson 5, when they were like slowly stepping down from those steps, like I knew I was experiencing something so cinematic and once in a lifetime. So I was trying to soak it all up and live in the moment. So the first day shooting the scene, I was actually holding up a sign that said, "I love MJ." But the next day on set, because Human Nature was filmed for more than one day, and some of those days were like from 12 to 14 hours, I was just jumping up and down without the sign, which that shot actually made it in the final trailer and the actual film, where it pans from me and a group of girls to another sign behind us. Okay, so some other fun stuff that happened. So whoever was in the front row, they sprayed us with water bottles and put like this oil or like glowy lotion on our arms so that way we would look sweaty. Because honestly, if you're at a concert and you're jumping up and down, you're gonna sweat. And during the shoot and in between takes, they just kept coming up to check on me and touch up my makeup and my hair when needed. But after doing that, they finished it off with spraying me with a bunch of water again, which I thought was pretty funny. Also, the details on my vest were falling apart, so they would have to come back and sew them on in between takes, or just like find a replacement that they can sew on and substitute for it. Like, I truly do believe them when they said that that was like an authentic vest from the 80s, because it was falling apart. Okay, another fun behind the scenes thing. Everything around us was just a giant green screen, and it was the biggest green screen I've ever seen in my life. Like, it was completely wrapped around the soundstage, and everything in front of us was real. Like, the stage was real. The man in the mirror. And then after we wrapped with that concert, they gathered all of us in a group so we could sing Human Nature together. So in the movie, when Michael tells the audience to sing, that is truly us. Those are our voices. I sang in the Michael Jackson biopic. What?
Anybody sing?
And we also sang some other songs, but I think one of them was cut because that concert ended up getting scrapped in the end. But that was a pretty iconic one. They all are. Another concert I witnessed was the Dodgers Stadium one, where the Jackson 5 are performing, where he tells everyone that this is their final tour together. And I moved in a different spot for this one since I was already up front for Human Nature.
Hey, Animated Me here. Just realized that while editing the rest of this behind the scenes sit and chat, the lipstick demons decided to come for my teeth. So that's fun. All right, let's get back into this episode.
Okay, insane fun fact. But my dad was at that exact same show in the 80s. So seeing his reaction to what he witnessed then in the movie was just super cool.
Bring it down, bring it down. This is our farewell tour.
And me witnessing and reliving what he saw was also even more insane. Like, my dad witnessed history. That is so cool. And to know Joe Jackson was also on the side of the stage, just... Okay, so during this one, we're all cheering and jumping, and then Jafar says his line that it's going to be their last tour together. And when I heard that, my initial reaction was just like, what? Which is what we're supposed to do, because it's just something that is so off guard during a concert, especially if no one knew about it prior. But I don't think some actors understood. So when they cut, they told us that we needed to act more confused during that part and then proceed to jumping and cheering. I also don't think they ended up using like many reaction shots for that one. And that was some of my experience on set. That was my January and February of 2024. I have more stories, but I'm so grateful that I got to work on that set and for the people that I met there. I don't have many photos from this. They locked all our phones once we got to set, so we were only able to use them during lunch while they were watching us. They did not want anything leaked, and which is why I haven't publicly shared anything about it until now, since it's officially released. Like, NDA was big for this one. And that's why I'm drawing this out, because the main pictures I have are just before and after coming home from set. Like, enjoy my bathroom selfies with what I have left of my hair and makeup. And like I said, this was my first paid acting job, which I know was small, but it was for something so huge, and I'm so grateful to have been part of it in any way. Like, I mean, come on, it's Michael Jackson. I would literally play his glove if that were a role, just to be part of history. Ow! And after the movie wrapped, I'm sure that all of you were aware of the release date being pushed back a few times. And I'm telling you, every time that happened, like my eye was twitching because of just like waiting to see what I witnessed in person on screen. It was insane. I couldn't talk about it and it was eating me alive. But I managed. When that first trailer dropped, I watched it with my family, and when I saw that Human Nature was in there, like that made my heart so happy. And with the final trailer, this was just a few weeks ago, but I was just at the table eating my cereal and I saw it on my feed and watched it, and then I quickly see my face. And this was the final trailer of the movie, like the last one. So I'm just so happy to have something that's always gonna be there to look back on. And that was a shot that also made it in the movie. Okay, so quickly, here is my reaction to seeing myself in that trailer. The final trailer for Michael dropped this morning. Look at this. And even crazier timing. So we went to go see Project Hail Mary last night, and since we were there, I was like, I'm just gonna get my tickets to the Michael movie right now. And it's an early access screening. And then I wake up this morning to see the final trailer and see my face pop up in it. It's crazy. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this behind the scenes sit and chat portion of the video, but we're just getting started because not only did I work on the Michael movie, but my mom and I also went to the Los Angeles premiere a few weeks ago. So here it is. I hope you enjoy. Guys, we're going to the premiere of Michael. We're playing Michael Jackson music right now. I want to love you.
Now that's more like it.
This will be nominated for an Oscar. Human Nature. My mom and I just got back from the premiere of Michael. Like, it's insane. This movie's gonna get nominated for so many Oscars. If you told me that older me would be working on the Michael Jackson movie and then seeing it at the Chinese theater. And I'm so glad I got to experience this with my mom. To say that like my first acting job was for the Michael Jackson movie is insane. Human Nature was always such a special song, but like it now has like even more meaning for me now. I remember on that set, it was one of the days we were shooting Human Nature. While witnessing everything happening and seeing the performance, I like told myself I was having such a good time that I was just telling myself like, this is like what I want to continue doing. Like this, I love it. I want to work hard towards my goals and my dreams. I already was like in disbelief that I was there witnessing all of this. For that to be a memory of mine and so close to my heart, just like remembering everything from that set. Everyone gets started in a different way. So it could be background, it could be short films, it could be commercials, anything like that. And I think that's like so important and a huge part of the journey. I mean, Austin Butler was a background actor for Ned's Declassified, and then now like look at him now. I think it's really important to just like appreciate those small wins and just look at them as like stepping stones, you know, to continue working towards your goals. And just be proud of it. Be proud of it because you never know where you're going to end up in the future, and you always want to appreciate every step of the journey. That's all I have to say. Yeah, this movie's going to break records. I already know it. And I'm so glad that like this is going to be a moment to just like celebrate Michael Jackson and his legacy and just like his music. Like I love that the entire day we're just like vibing to his music. I'm a huge Captain EO girl. If you know, you know. Disneyland, please bring Captain EO back. This is the moment to bring Captain EO back, Disneyland. Please bring him back. It's the king of pop, guys. Go watch the Michael movie. Go watch the movie. You will not regret it. I know it's like 1 in the morning right now. I gotta go to bed. Good night. Hey guys, it is a new day. It is Wednesday, April 22nd, and I know we just went to the premiere of Michael a few days ago, but we also have tickets to go to an early screening tonight, so I'm gonna be spending this weekend seeing it again with my family, and the premiere was so great. I chose to bring my mom because my mom never got a chance to go see Michael Jackson in concert, and so I think, you know, like to make up for it years later, I would bring her to the premiere of his movie. Well, like Jafar Jackson's movie, but it's about Michael. It's his movie. It's Michael's movie. So you know what I mean. And honestly, you have to see this movie more than once. Like I was even telling my mom in the theater, I know, like in my heart, I know that next year's Oscars, Michael will be nominated, and also Jafar Jackson for Best Actor.
This will be nominated for an Oscar. Jafar Jackson will be nominated for Best Actor.
And Coleman Domingo and Nia Long for Best Supporting Actor and Actress. Like the talent is insane. And I saw him perform in person, and seeing what I saw in person translated to screen was really cool. So I may be biased, but I think human nature is my favorite part of the movie. Watching that on screen like brought back so many memories from those days working on set. Oh, another one of my favorite parts of the movie was Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. That transition from him recording in the studio to the music video, I don't know what it was. I was just like, whoa. I just got chills. I think that was like such a great transition, and I don't know, just like it stuck in my head. I feel like this episode is like all over the place. I'm just like really trying to give you guys like what's like what I'm experiencing in the moment is like what I'm trying to like show you guys as much as I can, because like I want to live in the moment as well. And I also want to have these memories to look back on. Like I said, like this is like my video diary. My premiere outfit. My mom and I, we were kind of twinning, and that wasn't like planned at all. We were just like, all right, we're gonna wear black and red because the dress code said to come dressed in your best Michael Jackson inspired outfit. So we chose to wear red for Beat It and Thriller with the red jacket. And also he wears the Beat It jacket for the promotional stuff, like with the poster. So red jacket, sequins. My mom wore her loafers. I also had another outfit. I planned a human nature inspired outfit, and I had the shorts and the shirt, but like when I put it together, it just seemed like something was missing. So yeah, we are gonna go watch Michael for the second time, and for my family the first time. Let's go see Michael again. About to head out to go see MJ the musical. Again, it's not my first time, but since it's touring and it's one of my top 3 favorite musicals, I want to see it again. So my dad, Adrian, and I are going to go watch it. It's going to be my dad's first time, so I'm really excited to see his reaction because he's a huge Michael Jackson fan as well. But let me show you my outfit. It's kind of just like casual and comfortable, but I tried to add some elements of Michael Jackson. I tried. Okay, so first off, I'm wearing my Mickey Mouse shirt, which I am already wearing in the sit down portion of this video. Because, as you know, Michael Jackson loved Mickey Mouse and Disney, so I am honoring that with this outfit. And then I've got this denim Letterman jacket because he does wear a Letterman jacket in the Thriller music video. Even though it's not exactly the same, this is the closest I've got. And then I've got these like flare jeans, and I'm gonna wear with my platform Converse, and we're good to go. So now let's go see MJ the musical again. See that girl? Thank you guys so much for watching. Also, in the last episode, I hinted this.
Like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future episodes. This next one is going to be very magical.
I figured it would be better to upload this one first since the Michael movie was just recently released, so apologies for that. This whole experience was one I will truly never forget and I will treasure forever. I mean, this was not just a normal everyday movie. This was the biggest biopic ever made about the greatest artists in music history. This entire experience came in full circle. Like just a few months ago, I was at my birthday party dressed as Jenna Rank, dancing to Thriller with an MJ impersonator. And you know what? Life is crazy because you never know. The person you chose to film a school video report on when you were a kid,
I'm Michael Jackson, the king of pop.
you could end up in their movie one day. So once again, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next episode. And if you want to keep up with me and my journey, you can always follow me on Instagram and all my other socials that will be in the description box below. We also have a season 1 playlist with songs that are mentioned in each episode. So don't forget to save that in the link in the description box below. All right, that's all for this one. We'll see you in the next episode.